Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another morning ramble. And this one's been on my mind for a couple of days, and I'm probably going to write about it as well. But some of you know the story that when I had my first awakening, epiphany, realization that at core, we're okay. We're better than okay. We are the aliveness of the universe taking form. I not only got quieter than I'd ever been in my life, but I found myself with an extraordinary amount of free time, to the point where I beat every level of Angry Birds with 3 stars, because I'd always been incredibly busy, and nothing in my schedule had changed, but I found myself with all this free time, and I didn't understand it. And it went on for a while, and then at some point I started finding more interesting things to do than Angry Birds, but I always found it curious where all that time came from. And in the last couple days, I was listening to the 3PGC, 3 Principles Global Conference, 48-hour conference, which was kind of a cool thing they did with speakers from all over the world. And Linda Pransky got on, and she was one of the first people that I learned from. And she said that one of the big insights that she had as she sort of started exploring the nature of the mind and human consciousness was she realized that she didn't have to fix herself. And when I heard her say that, I realized, oh my goodness, that's where all that time came from. I had no idea how much of my time was taken up with fixing myself, with making myself feel better in the moment, with fixing all of my personality flaws, with trying to fix all the things that were broken about me, or the ones that I couldn't fix. Actually, I was better at mitigating. Sort of a great mitigator. I even created, my second book was built around behavioral Prozac, which are all the ways that you can mitigate your brokenness. And I realized this weekend, listening to Linda, that that's where all the free time came from. It came from recognizing that I wasn't broken, and therefore didn't need to fix myself. Didn't need to spend all my time mitigating what was wrong with me. And the funny thing is, like, the obvious bit of that is, oh, okay, so I didn't have to spend so much time formally meditating and doing specific exercises and journaling and all of that. So that maybe bought me another hour or 2 a day. But I think I got another 2 to 4 hours a day because I wasn't continually obsessed with myself. Because if I wasn't broken, I didn't need to pay as much attention to it. If your car has a check engine light on, part of you is kind of paying attention to that check engine light until you get the car fixed. But when the car doesn't have a check engine light on, you don't pay attention to the running of the car. Your mind is free to fill up with other things. Well, in the same way, when I suddenly realized that what I thought was the check engine light was just passing thought, passing feeling, and not indicative of a deeper problem. I wasn't on my mind all the time anymore. And when you're not on your mind is available. And when your mind is available, all sorts of cool things come to mind. And when they don't, you just fill up. You fill up with life. You fill up with peace. You fill up with well-being. So the question I'll kind of leave you with this morning is, what if you didn't have to fix yourself? Because what if you're not broken? And if you have thoughts on that or comments, please fill them in the comment section below. I'll talk to you soon.